Have you ever wondered about the state of injured workers in America, when the work boots are hung up, and the hard hats are stored away due to an injury? What does life look like for these individuals? In the land of the free, where the pursuit of happiness is an unalienable right, it seems as if this doesn't extend to everyone. Injured workers, especially in Washington state, are finding themselves in an uphill battle. A battle against bureaucracy, against political apathy, and against a system that seems to have forgotten them. There's an alarming lack of federal oversight in workers' compensation. The system is rife with inconsistencies, inadequacies, and injustices. And who bears the brunt of this? The injured workers. The ones who have given their blood, sweat, and tears to their jobs, only to be left in the cold when they need help the most. The figures tell a grim tale. In Washington state alone, over 30,000 workers' compensation claims are filed annually. Yet an overwhelming majority of these claims face significant hurdles in their path to fair compensation. The struggle isn't limited to the state of Washington, it's a nationwide issue. But the question remains, why? In the sea of political organizations campaigning for unheard causes that are overlooked by the major parties, the Green Party, our revolution candidates such as Jason Call and Tyler Vega, are prominent. Interestingly, while Jason Call was part of the Our Revolution group along with Tyler Vega and the entire WA supporters, they advised us to vote for their Republican candidates like Scott Staffen and Tamborine Borelli. These parties are often hailed as the advocates for the disregarded and marginalized, yet, when it comes to defending America's injured workers, their voices seem to fade away. Not just that, but they also refuse to bring our issue to the table, while urging us to vote for their Republican business folks. This silence is not solely restricted to them. High-profile figures like our socialists such as Sawant Senator Sanders since 2015, Dr. Jill Stein and Dr. Cornel West, have surprisingly gone quiet. The World Socialist website group is also on this silent list. It's as if American workers, like my hardworking immigrant father-in-law, who gave his all at Walmart, are being systematically silenced. In my personal journey, I've encountered this silence firsthand. Advocacy for the rights of injured workers was met with shut doors and apathetic responses. This is not a minor issue that can be shrugged off. It's a federal rights concern. It's about dignity, respect, and fair treatment. However, these progressive voices, these self-proclaimed champions, are eerily silent on our issue. Where are these progressive voices as workers continue to suffer? What's our next course of action? We demand more. We demand accountability from our political representatives. We remind them that their first commitment is to serve the people, all people, including the injured and the overworked labor force. In the face of adversity, the human spirit has a remarkable ability to push through. Injured workers in America are a testament to this. But they shouldn't have to fight alone. Too many folks are being cost-shifted off to SSDI roles, and it's not just about workers' comp or just about medical care. Workers' comp and our grand bargain is so much more than just medical. It's vocational rehabilitation, it's time loss, it's vocational, or retirement if need be. This affects 1 in 4 Americans today in their lifetimes, yet we're told our issue is not big enough. It's time we stand with them. It's time we demand better. So, I implore you, raise your voice. Demand better from your political representatives. Let them know that the state of injured workers in America is unacceptable. Let them know that they can't ignore this issue any longer because, at the end of the day, it could be any one of us. It could be you, hanging up those work boots, storing away that hard hat. And wouldn't you want someone to stand up and fight for you? As we stand up and fight for the rights of injured workers in America, we are met with a deafening silence from those who hold the power. Those who have the ability to make a difference, to enact change, seem to be turning a blind eye. Our democratic leaders, our union leaders, they often propose solutions such as increasing the number of OSHA inspectors, bolstering the funding for OSHA, and advocating for more unions. While these are admirable initiatives, they are mere band-aids on a wound that requires surgery. They are distractions, excuses, while the real issue, our workers' federal rights, remains untouched, unaddressed. This is not a state issue, this is a federal issue, it is a human rights issue. And yet, no one is standing up for America's workers, no one is representing their interests, their needs, their rights on this federal stage. This silence, this lack of representation, it's unacceptable. It's time for this to change. It's time for America's workers to have a voice. It's time for their stories to be heard, their rights to be recognized. Because at the end of the day, these are not just workers. They are fathers, they are mothers, they are sons and daughters. They are you, they are me, and they deserve to be represented.